Hey everyone, welcome back to Southern Bayou Adventures. Today we're going to do a little bit of a dessert. I was over in the grocery store and I saw these can of peaches and I thought to myself, Jay, I think you ought to make you some kind of cobbler with these peaches. Now, normally I buy fresh peaches from the farmer's market and slice them up and everything to make cobblers and everything, but I got to thinking, fruit is fruit. So canned fruit works just as good as fresh peaches. So, and it gives you more of a variety of cobblers that you can make. So, in the South, we got this thing called a cup. Now, that's a recipe. I'm not sure where it came from. Some grandma somewhere invented it probably. But that's the recipe we're going to try today. And I've cooked it cup before. And it turns out pretty good. So if you like peach cobbler, just hang on because we fixing to cook one. So first thing I'm gonna do here is I got me a bowl. This regular old bowl, baking bowl, is good for the oven. And I'm gonna spray her down a little bit of this here cooking spray. Make sure nothing sticks in it. Don't like nothing to stick in your pan. And I use this here butter because I like butter. It's the South, so I use the butter spray. So the next thing I do is I get me a stick of butter. Now, you take that stick of butter. First thing you want to do is you want to preheat your oven to 350 and get it preheated so that little buzzer don't go off when you're trying to video. So it's already preheated, ready to go. And I take this stick of butter now. When you cook in the South, you either cook with butter, salt, or oil. Because you either frying something or you baking something with butter. So I put that butter in there and I take this baking dish with butter and I'm going to pop it right here in this oven and get that butter melting. And I'm going to let that butter melt for a little while and get down there because that's going to be like the base down there. And everything's going to swim around in that butter whenever we're going to cook this thing. And it's going to turn out beautiful. You watch. Now, I got me a bowl, and when I said cup, here's what I'm talking about. I got a cup of flour. I got a cup of sugar, because you want it sweet. And I got a cup of milk. That's going to be your base for this peach cobbler. So we're going to go ahead and get this mixed up while our butter is melting. And I take it like that right there. And I just mix it all in, and I get me one of these here whisks, and I just kind of mix it around. You don't want to mix it to where it's totally blended. You kind of want to leave it a little bit lumpy because that just adds a little bit of flavor and character to your peach cobbler. And those little clumps of stuff in the peach cobbler, it's really good. So I'm going to beat this up just a little bit. And it's gonna look kind of like this. You want it kind of consistency of like a pancake mix. You don't want it real thick because you want it to spread out with those peaches and everything. And so I just kind of mix it up and wait on my butter to melt in there. And so I get this all mixed up here. Peach cobbler. With these peach cobbler cup recipe, you can do, peaches, you can do apples. All you got to do is buy you a can of apple or cherries or whatever kind of fruit the grocery store's got. You just buy you a couple cans of it and you can put that in this cobbler and you can change it up for your family from time to time. And so that's what I do, but today we're doing peach. So, all right, so while we're waiting on that butter to melt in there, y'all just hang on. All right, let's check this butter now to see how it's going. And we'll get in here in this oven. Oh yeah. Yes, sir. Can y'all see that butter in there? I don't know if y'all can see that. I'll whoosh it around a little bit. Yeah, see that? That's what you want it to look like. You want it all melted and just floating in the bottom. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take this mixture that we beat up, this cup, and we're going to put it in here. And I like to put mine in first. And I put it, just pour it in there just like that. All around, make sure you get all that goodness that's left in that bowl. And you put it in there like that. And then what I like to do is I get my can of peaches here and I put my peaches on top of the mixture. Because what happens is they actually will soak down into the peach cobbler as the self-rising flour rises up around them and makes like a little blanket on them. So I like to put it in there just like that. And get it all in there. Let me get me another pot holder. Pick this up and show y'all. And see, what it looks like is it looks like that right there. And that's all you got to do. Now, when you get, and then what you want to do next is you want to pop this thing in the oven on 350 for about 40 minutes. And just let her cook. And when it comes out, it's going to be some southern goodness. So I'm going to stick her in the oven right now. And I'm going to set my timer up here for 40 minutes. And then we're going to let that cook for 40 minutes. And then what we're going to do is we're going to come back and we're going to get it out that oven. And it's going to be deliciously smelling. And we're going to try a little bit. Let y'all see what it looks like when it's done. So y'all hang on and I'll be back. All right, y'all. This peach cobbler is about ready. That little beeper should be on this stove, should be going off in about 3 seconds. So we're going to be ready to get it. There it is. There it is. That's the most annoying thing you ever hear when you cook is that beeper on that microwave goes off, that timer button. So I'm going to kill that thing. And we're going to get this here peach cobbler out of the oven. And we're going to look at it. And we're going to see how it did. Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. Now, ain't that a pretty peach cobbler right there? Man, I tell you what. Woo, woo. That just, boy, that, I tell you what. That right there. You put this out there on the table after dinner for your family. And they gonna dig into this and they gonna be like, oh my God, this tastes so good. Plop you a little bit of vanilla bean ice cream on top of it. Man, you talk about a treat after dinner, it will be delicious. Now, what I like to do when I get it out of the oven, I like to take it and I like to take a little bit of ground cinnamon and sprinkle over top of it because, man, you want to add a little extra pop to this peach cobbler. Put you a little bit of ground cinnamon on top of it. Man, I tell you what, it'll be really good. That just gives it that little bit of cinnamony taste. I don't put a whole lot. I just put enough on there to where you can taste it. So let me get a little bit of this dished up here so we can try it out. Man, this looks delicious. Oh, I tell you what. Now, don't that look good? Don't that look good? They got them peaches in there and everything. Let me try it out and see how it's going to taste here. Ooh, it looks hot. I got to blow on a little bit. I don't want to burn the taste buds off my tongue. Then I won't know what stuff tastes like later. Oh, my God. Oh my God. This right here is Southern cooking at its finest. Now, I'm a Georgia boy and I love peaches. And man, I tell you what, this right here is so savory when it hits your tongue. And man, I tell you what, you try it for your family. They're gonna love it. I'm gonna have to get me another bite of this because yeah. Mmm. 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 Man, I could sit here and eat this whole bowl of this stuff. But I better save something for my wife for later. But man, I tell you what, try you a cobbler. They're very easy to do, very fast to do. It's a great dessert for if you just want to just have a dessert and throw something together real quick. That cup recipe is the way to go. And just, you can get you the pie filling or whatever you want to get down there at the grocery store. Put in there so you can make all different kinds. You can make all them different kinds of flavors. But just remember, you want to just mix it up, pop it in the oven while everybody's eating. And then after the buzzer goes off, you just go in there and get it. Bring it out there and get us some dishes and some ice cream and put on there and hand it out to your family. They're going to love it. So y'all come back and visit me now, because let me tell you something. We got some more recipes we're going to try that are quick and easy. And it's all Southern cooking. So just come on back and visit my channel, Southern Bayou, and subscribe to it. That way it'll pop up every time you turn on YouTube, and you can look and see what I'm doing that day. So for y'all take it easy, and we will talk to y'all later.